Answering MCAT questions in under 60 seconds. When thyroid-stimulating hormone, or TSH, is administered to a patient, it binds to a receptor on the plasma membrane of thyroid cells and initiates a signaling cascade. Which of the following best describes how TSH exerts its effects on these cells? So let's look. A says it enters a cell and alters gene expression. Well, that is wrong, because you need to know that TSH, right, which is produced in the anterior pituitary gland, is a water-soluble hormone, okay? And A is describing something that would happen with a steroid hormone, right, which is lipophilic and can pass the membrane, and then it can enter the cell and bind an intracellular receptor, right? Whereas water-soluble hormones such as TSH are going to bind membrane receptors and initiate a signaling cascade across the membrane. So A is wrong. B says it binds to a receptor on the cell surface and activates an intracellular signaling pathway. So that's exactly what I just described, right? That sounds correct. C says it diffuses through the membrane and activates intracellular enzymes. So again, that's describing something that's lipophilic in nature, right? So that's wrong. And then D, it binds to a receptor inside the cell and influences DNA transcription. And again, that's more descriptive of a steroid hormone. So that's wrong, right? So B is the best answer. And generally speaking, when it comes to like hormones and which ones are water soluble and which ones are lipophilic, et cetera, it's easier to just remember those that are lipophilic, right? And generally, those are just going to be all the steroid hormones and then also thyroid hormone T3 and T4. Everything else you can pretty much assume is going to be water soluble.